Hello guys, Maindric here. I'm going to kick off the new year with a brand new Let's Make series on RPG Maker VX Ace. Also, with this Let's Make series, I'm going to be showcasing my projects for a challenge called One Game a Month, whose link I'll be describing in the description below. The challenge was created originally by Christopher Catilla. I apologize if I mispronounced your name. He's also known as @McFunkyPants on Twitter. He started this challenge not to frustrate people, not for prizes, not for glory. He made it to develop other people's skills, and I really like that. It's something that I really need to do. So, I decided I'd pick it up, and since I just got RPG Maker VX Ace, what better way to learn it than make games with it? So I'm going to make a game a month. My first game is going to be about you're a 17-year-old boy. You're a child to a general store shopkeeper in this village right up here. It's a very small village. And you don't produce enough goods to provide for the entire village. Even though it's small, all you can do is provide basically wheat and basics like that. For other things, such as jars and whatnot, would need to be provided with through shipments. This port town down here is how shipments come into this little island. Obviously, they can't get shipments anywhere else. So that port town is where all the goods come from. They then get forwarded up to the city up here. The city then takes most of the goods, and the village basically gets the leftovers. Well, your bigger brother, he's in charge of getting the supplies from the city. It's not a castle, it's too small to be a castle, because I don't see a reason to have a kingdom here, it's too small. Anyways, to go to the city, get the supplies, and bring them up to the village. Normally, it doesn't take more than a day and a half to 2 days to do. Normally, you'd go down there, it takes pretty much the entire day. You sleep the night, and then you go up to the village. This specific time, he went straight to the port city, so then he could try to get some more luxurious goods that the city would take up right away. Well, on his way back, he gets intercepted right around here. And he's forced into the mountains and then kidnapped, I guess you can say, ransacked. A person discovered magic who can summon and control creatures, monsters, whatever. And those creatures, monsters, are what ambushed him. Your father hasn't heard back from him in over 3 days, which never happened. So he sends you, your little sister, and your pet dog to go find him. You venture down the trail to the port city. They say that he left the other day, which is weird because he would have been back by now. If he left 2 days ago in the morning, he should have been there by nightfall. He had alone 2 whole days, and the fact that they didn't even run into them the entire time running down here, that could raise a little suspicion. As you get ready to, you hear a little bit of rumors about creatures coming out here and all that, and that you may want to go to the city for the night to rest up, to head back to the village. Well, you head back to the city, and you notice all kinds of creatures are attacking the front gate. So you have to go in, and you kill a bunch of the creatures along with the city guard, which there's not very many because it's a small island. But you manage to kill most of the creatures for them. So they award you in gold. With that gold, the player can decide to go ahead and buy weapons, armor, potions, things like that for the upcoming battle, which will be basically the bulk of the battle of the game. Well, you hear rumor in there about some guy in here who, as I said before, discovered magic to control creatures, and on your way back, you get a suggestion. Wait, I don't remember if I mentioned this earlier or not, but when you leave here, one of your, quote, friends from there decides to join you. You suggestion from your friend from here, who goes up with you, that maybe your brother got pulled into him, so they pulled to the dude who managed to get this power, so you guys decided to adventure up there. You discover a destroyed wagon, which was where your supplies were on. And you go into the ruins and you find your big brother in there. Things happen. I'm not going to explain what, in case you guys want to play and find out what happens. But something happens. You find your big brother. Your big brother joins the party, and you fight the big dude. You kill him. You come back with the supplies, and you're all heroes. Boom. End of story. Simple story. Nothing big. I figured this would be perfect for a first timer. I'm going to be using nothing but stock sprites, and I'm also going to be using resource packs that's released by Interbrain, I believe they call it. The people who release RPG Maker, they release every month a official resource pack from the resource team, and they actually have some pretty quality items there. So I'm going to be using those as well in this project. However, first things first, I'm going to show you guys how I make a map. To begin that, under the main map, which is what this is, under the main map hierarchy, I'm gonna check the load sample maps just to see what they got. I don't think they'll have anything good, but it's worth a check. Yeah, I didn't think so. That's mountainous. I don't know what mountain is. Yeah, nothing good. So I'm gonna make my own. Cool. I don't care. So I'm making a new map. Call the village. Name of village. I don't know the name of the village yet because I haven't gotten that detailed. I've written up a half-story game development document, but I haven't really gotten that detail about it. This isn't a field because it's not the world map, so I'm going to go with exterior. These are all default tile sets, by the way. So the small village is I want to make it a little bigger than default, so I'm going to make it 25 by 25. I'm not going to do any background music as yet. So here's the total size of the map. I like to zoom out with these two buttons right here. Yeah, let's get making. First things first, it's actually on dirt. Here's what I put it on the world map, as you can see right here. It's all on dirt. And this is a pretty poor village, so buildings are going to be looking kind of poor. And I'm going to throw patches of grass here and there. Actually, you know what? Let me fill it with that. So then, the reason why I want to fill it with this instead of this dirt, well, I guess I can use that as grass as a brush. Yeah, that looks good. So first things first, I'm just going to cobblestone steps. No, I don't want cobblestone steps. Let me put some grass here. Just kind of paint grass randomly. This is kind of dead like grass. Create a random patch in the middle. And in case you didn't know, you can right click any of these squares and you can paint it, copy whatever it is wherever you want and continue painting somewhere. It's just for quicker mapping, basically. Very convenient. I'm planning on about 5 buildings. There's going to be the general store. It's going to be a 2-story building. That's where you live. That's going to be the biggest building in town because that building is what supplies the town with goods and is also where you and your family live. Actually, you know what? I might have the general store just outside of your house, and your house is going to be separate next to it because there's going to be your father, your brother, you, and your little sister living there. You and your big brother are going to be sharing a room. Your little sister's going to have her own room, and your father gets his own room. So there's going to be 3 bedrooms total. So there's going to be the 3-bedroom and general store. I put them in the top right just for the sake of top rightness. So let's see, which one do I like most? Your house is going to be the biggest house. And it's a small village that's not very rich, so I'm going to have some basic sprites and that's it. So straw roof, I don't know which one of these I like better. Kind of like this because it makes you look more poor. Or is this one better? That's too long. There we go. Something primitive, just like a bunch of logs and such. That's gonna be your 2-story, 2 tiles on the. In the exterior, for this project specifically, I'm gonna be using 1 tile per floor, just to keep things simple. After you do that, you're going to need to determine where your door is going to be at. To do that, oh yeah, go to the B tile, that's right. Just try the shape of your door, which either be a rounded top or a square top. This is for double door. Well, if you want, whoops, don't have it on fill, obviously. Pencil. The door be right there. Control Z to undo. Very useful feature, and I'd highly recommend using it. Anyways, Windows galore. You probably don't want that many windows. I usually don't like putting that many windows. That looks good. Add flowers to show that you're the fancy people of the neighborhood. Boom. Okay. Something along the lines of that. No, I like that. That could be your little sister's room right up there. Also, the fact that this is on the very edge of the map implies that the house is actually larger than what you can see. That way you can put tricks to the eyes and you can actually make the house a little larger. And the little shop that people come to buy your stuff at is going to be right here. Actually, no, it's going to be one story. But it's going to be deep browsing room. Place your little door. You're going to want to make this place look nice and fancy. I went to the C tab. We want to go to the B tab. Boom. Then add windows. Just add some flare. Boom, boom. Just for the sake of variety. Alright. So there's a general good store right there. These you'll later put doors over. You may be asking why haven't I placed roads yet? Well, I want a place where I want to put the buildings first before I put the roads down, because I don't want to limit the buildings based off of the doors. If I limit the buildings, I'm kind of screwed. Also, these shadows right here, you kind of just want to ignore shadowing till the very end, because let's say I don't want that shadowing that deep. I want to bring it down over here, right there, just for whatever. And I decide to bring a road, a pathway that goes up there. The shadowing just reset itself. You don't want to keep on going back and resetting it. It's very unproductive and it's not worth it. So just worry about the shadowing till the very end. Also try to focus on the first layer right away first. I only put the windows there because I'm just going to be roughing this village and I don't think I'll be changing it at all afterwards. So this is your house. This is the general goods store. Down here I'm going to put a little fenced off area. The fenced off area, what it's going to be for is a little farm. Once again, I'm kind of just leaving the sides open just to imply that it could be larger than what you're seeing. This farm is what's going to provide basic goods for your store. Not for the store, but basic produce for the village. So placing cabbage rows. Actually, you know what? Boom. Cabbage is there. Apply some fruits. And just place whatever. Wherever looks like it would be a farm. Boom. You got farm. If I had a tile that looks like more plowed land, I would put it under it, but I don't think I got anything that's like that, so I'm just gonna actually, you know what? I don't even know what that's for. It looks kind of like a roof type thing, but I don't care if it looks like it would match. Then voila. Boom. I could use that. And as I just shown, you can find things that like that's meant to be stairs. That's appears to be what would appear to be logs. I'm using them as if the ground's hoed and ready to be grown. Bam. So now it looks like more like farmland, I suppose. Then you could just kind of like off to the side add some crates as if some of these goods have been pulled out of here. There we go. Yeah, that's good. Actually, you know what? Boom. There. It's just like that's where they go to and they're done. I can also add some wood logs right there just for the sake of decorativeness. And then I'm gonna put down the farmer's house now, which is gonna be a small little shack. It's gonna be a different type of wood than up here, just for the sake of variety. And it's gonna be a small little hut, nothing special. All he does is provide food for the village. Nothing important, you know. He doesn't cause you guys to live or anything. Boom. No farmer's hut. Actually, you know what? I believe there is some form of farming tools in here. You just kind of want to look for these details. I mean, that's the biggest thing to map it. You don't want things to seem too cluttered, but you want to put enough just details around places, like things that would make sense. I'm just gonna put a fireplace back here. Boom. Oh, if you notice, so I placed the farmer's hut. You may have noticed these grass tiles. They auto tiled, so now it kind of just looks like it doesn't look right because obviously the grass would be going back behind the building if the roof is covering. What you can do is like right here, hold shift, hold right click, and wrong place, my bad. Up here it shows the top of it. Boom. And now you can kind of see, actually I didn't even want that here in the first place. You guys see it, it appears, you've got the illusion of it fading to the back of the building, which in reality is exactly what you're going for. If you don't have the specific tile you want, you just make one like that. Boom. 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 Sometimes this is why you usually want to make these first layers first, just in case those details you made earlier get erased for whatever reason. And that's how you basically go back and fix those details. And then I got the logs we're getting rid of. I wanted to move them anyway. Move them right there. Boom. Let's see, you got a farmer. This. I'm just gonna make a random building just for the heck of it. I'm gonna use the same wood as the farmers. Make it just a little longer, and that's it. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. There. Join a good story, your family, another family farmer. You know what? I'm gonna add a little church. And that'll be it. The church will be the fanciest of them all. Well, the fanciest material anyway. Boom. I don't want it to be 3-story, I kinda just want it to be 2-story. But I do kinda want to add like a top spire like that. It's gonna get its own unique roof too, just because I feel like it. I feel like being nice to the church. Once again, actually, you know what? Here. Crap, those tiles don't exist. There. Churches are like tall, awkward buildings like that can't be really made with the auto tiles. I believe there's some buildings, actually some things that exist here under the C tab that can create some of these types of buildings. And know what? It's gonna be a brick. It's gonna be the brick building with blue ceiling of the town. It's gonna be special. You have to, because this roof is becoming a custom roof, you have to kind of force the details on. And I'm gonna make this the church a little longer. Just like so. Let's see how I go about this portion. Just like so. I'm about to redo this portion. Crap. This little technique I picked up. If you just do something like this, hold shift, you can place the blocks themselves. Hold shift, right click, and as long as you're holding shift when you click it, you can kind of force that specific tile exactly right there. So then you can make the right look for it. I don't know how to explain it. It just makes it turn out right. Churches are, I always hate making churches. Here, let me go to the castle town. I know there's like a special type of church there. Oh, they kept it nice and simple. Look at that. You know what? Let me copy that sucker. Boom. I'm just gonna do that right there. And then repaint this. Just like so. That wasn't so hard now, was it? So, the entire village is created. Now time to place roads. The roads are what's going to obviously connect the entire... I recommend using the square tool. The entire village with each other. There's no way to have the... well... yeah, there's no way to have the... actually, there is. There should be. That doesn't look right. Actually, you know what? Turns out I'm using the wrong freaking... why don't you guys tell me that? Seriously, you just sit there and watch me mess up. You don't even tell me. I'm trying to help you guys out here. You don't even help me. Jeez, guys. Come on now. Help a brother out. Boom. Boom. There. That's enough for a small... well, this area is too plain, as I said. As I mentioned earlier, details. You gotta look for details. So let's say... you know what? I'm gonna add grass first. Actual grass down here. This is when you might want to grab a little pencil tool to add some little random details here, as I did the grass up there. Actually, no, this entire corner is going to be filled with grass. And this grass is going to have actual grass, tall grass in it. And no, I don't like that. Boom. Okay. And there you're gonna have like because this is not the type of grass you would normally have in here, you have to kind of trick the system a little bit. If you can even... yeah, I don't think I can do it. For some reason it's not working properly, probably because... Yeah, I can't seem to get it to act right. Kind of wish they just had that option kind of in this area, but they don't. Make this actually, if I do this, boom, did it. I knew I could do it. Okay, so you got that path going down there. I'm gonna make a well, just like a basic water well. No, that doesn't look good. How can I do that? Actually, does the well exist yet as a prefab? If there's an item that already uses the well, that'd be perfect. Let me add a tree down here just for the sake of a tree. Or two. 2 trees work. Seriously, there's no well? Ooh. As I said, details, details. There we go, that's good. I'm sorry. Oh wait, here we go. Perfect. Leads you up to the little well. Boom. For water. I'm gonna have a little water bucket right next to it. Just so you know it's a water well. It's not just like, what is that? That little empty little not stair, stone circle. Because is that fire pit? No, it's a well. Actually, I'm gonna put that there. Boom. Alright, I'm going to create little stone steps up to it just for the sake of fancy. Once again, the more details you can add, the better. Just to make it cluttered. Make the church all nice and fancy like. I'm going to give it some dead shrubs, why not? No, it's dirt, it's not unlivable for plants. Alright, that's just a quick summary. There's not much you can do with dirt. Actually, you know what? I saw some rocks in here. Some small little pebbles. That's not pebbles exactly, but they're details. Here is the little rock pebbles says. Just mentioning. I love little details like this because you can kind of just like spread it around, make it look like you worked hard on it, but then you just don't go too crazy with it though. Like I'm gonna actually remove that portion down here. There, so now that's just all kinds of small little details. Later on I'll go over actually making inside the houses and things like that, but this is basically my small little village. It's nothing extravagant, but it works. Oh wait. Don't want to forget how to leave the village. Well, as I said, catch you later guys. Enjoy.